Well, hey, what's up, my friends? I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and is enjoying the beautiful weather. If you're in Texas, you loved it. It was 73 degrees, sunshine yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's probably 55, 57 degrees, sunshine, a little cloudy today. Hope it's beautiful. Sorry if there's a distracting sound in the background. I got my bodyguards here with me. My bodyguards right here. And they have their little motors that keeps them going. I have a couple of thoughts that I just want to share going into this new year in coaching and executive performance. We have some thoughts around what human behavior is like. Okay, and I'm going to be very non-judgmental. Hey, Rick. Hey, Mom. Good to see you guys this morning. And it's going to be this. I used to be really hard about this. Okay, because Jim Rohn used to say something. For things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better. You stand in a room full of people. Who wants change? I do. Who wants to change? Oh, what? I want things to change. I don't want to change. And that's understandable. So I used to give people kind of a hard time about that, but I'm going to have much more grace today when I discuss it. And that is this. Leverage it. Use it. Use whatever it takes for you psychologically to feel like, okay, it's a new year. Go ahead and use that. Go ahead and use that. Whatever it takes for you to make a decision. That's the big difference. Okay, I'm going to use some creepy words here for a second to bring some clarity. Suicide means to kill oneself. Homicide means to kill another person. Genocide is to kill off a generation. Decide is I kill off all other options. I kill them off. There is no plan B. Plan B becomes your plan A when you have a plan B. Because you know that's the standard. You know that that's what you're willing to fall to. You don't tend to rise to the level of your goals. You tend to fall to the level of your standard as an automatic because that's what you're willing to accept. So when it comes to the idea of life getting better, okay, I'm going to share something with you. Life does not get better or worse. Life is just life. It's not in the Bible, but I think it should be. If there was a chapter, Steviotomy 5 verse 1, it would say, shit happens. And I'm just going to say that things happen. And just like Johnny Depp said when he portrayed the Pirate of the Caribbean, Jack, Captain Jack, the problem isn't the problem is your perception of the problem, savvy? The problem isn't the problem is your perception of the problem. It's the story you tell yourself about that situation that makes it good or bad. And you fall into two categories most of the time. People who believe life is happening to me, and then people who believe life is happening for me. The life is happening to me person is typically a person who is a, say, they are a human being having occasional spiritual experiences that they may call coincidences. Or the people who say life is happening for me have a different belief, and it is I am a spiritual being who is having a temporary, maybe 100-year, 70, 80-year, I don't know. I'm a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And my goal while I'm here is to pretty much radiate unconditional love to people around me and deal with my issues, clean my house, sweep my side of the street. So when it comes to the new year, I've got a few things to say about that. What do you think this new year is going to be like? I ask you that because if you think the new year is going to be this way, hey babe, you can say hi. Come on, say hi. How was your 50th birthday yesterday, girl?
Simply fabulous and amazing. Fabulous 50.
I love it. Fab 50, year of Jubilee for Angela. Study it in the Bible. All that was lost is stolen, return. So when we look at this concept, life doesn't get better. You get better. Your attitude gets better. Your stories to yourself get better. Or they don't. And that's up to you. You're the author of the book of your life, and your tongue and your little old mouth is writing that book. What you say about your life is what you say about your life. What you describe a situation to be is what you get. Shakespeare said it powerfully in Hamlet. He said, there is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Y'all know Tony Robbins? Anybody ever heard of Tony Robbins? Say hi. Tony Robbins. There's no meaning to any situation except the meaning you attach to it by the story you tell yourself about the situation. Jack Sparrow. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your perception of the problem. Savvy. You got to wrap your head around that. You get to decide the story you tell yourself about what's happening in your life. Your life is not going to get better. You're going to get better. Things don't get easier. You just become more equipped and have more tools to handle those situations by the quality of the conversation you choose to have with yourself. What is 2024 going to be like for you? It's going to be exactly what you describe it to be. Because guess what? Lots of people are going to get a flat tire. One person, it's going to ruin their day, ruin their week, mess up their head. The other person's just going to change the damn tire. Some people are going to lose loved ones this year. It's going to take them out for a very long time because of the story they're telling themselves about that. Others are going to choose to reflect and celebrate on the good times that came from that relationship in that person's life. And maybe they'll choose to say, rather than just keep a memory of this person, I'm going to think about the things I loved most about them, and I'm going to build those into my life. And I'm going to let that person not be a buried human, but a seed of a spiritual being whose best qualities I'm going to take on and live out the way that they live. Things are going to happen to everybody. People are going to lose jobs this year. It's going to take some people out and break them down. Other people are going to say, awesome. I wonder what the next opportunity is going to be. I couldn't control that this happened, but I can control the story I tell myself about what happened. And you know what? I'm resourceful. I'm smart. Unless you're stupid, you can't say that. But you say I'm resourceful. I'm smart. I have some good relationships. I'll find something. It'll work out. And then guess what will happen? It'll work out and you'll find something. See, life is happening to everybody at the same time. The quality of the life is determined by the story you tell yourself about what happened. Is life happening for you or is life happening to you? Are you in a victorious mindset or are you in a victim mindset? This is a very powerful thing for you to consider because you get to choose the pleasure or the pain of 2024. And guess what? You want to know the magnificent part about it? It's just one day at a time. I saw my lovely wife back there. It's just one day at a time. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. You just have to do this jam for one day. I love with messing with people sometimes who are going through hard times. I say, well, just remember the Lord's Prayer where Jesus says, give me this year my yearly bread. And they go, yeah. I go, it doesn't say that. Right, Angela? It don't say that. Oh, these my girls. Asher, where y'all going? Y'all heading out right now? Tori, too? What's up, man? I got all my daughters and my wife coming out. Are y'all headed to a restaurant? Okay. I'm going to wrap up the video then, right now. I'm supposed to go eat with them, so what a great way to communicate. See, I could say, that just happened to me, or I could say, that happened for me. That was beautiful. Y'all got to see my beautiful ladies, and you got to experience the attitude that I have about it, which is cool. It's time for me to stop. I'm going to wrap up with what I started with, okay? What is 2024 going to be like? You get to decide by the story you tell yourself. Is life happening to you, or is it happening for you? If it's happening for you, it's going to be a great year. Peace, y'all.